Hi, my name is Ashlyn Aycock, and I'm doing my deep dive project on PepsiCo. Most recently, PepsiCo has been in the news for the lawsuit presented to them by the New York State Attorney General. New York's waterways and parks are full of litter and waste, and the Attorney General is going after PepsiCo. She's calling them out for their responsibility in the plastic pollution problem that New York State is seeing. The Attorney General states that the company puts too much responsibility on the individual and rather than taking ownership themselves. During a recent study, the Buffalo River was inspected, and 17% of all the plastic waste found was identified as PepsiCo branded products. While other brands were identified, PepsiCo was by large the biggest attendee at this pollution party. So why is this a big deal? These plastics break down into smaller particles, which then pollute the water and can end up in individuals' drinking water. That health hazard alone is why we're really seeing this big push from the New York State Attorney General. New York argues that PepsiCo misled the public regarding their efficiency around recycling efforts. So she does acknowledge that yes, PepsiCo does encourage consumers to recycle, but argues that they do little beyond that to actually educate consumers about where their trash may end up and the short and long-term impact that may come from that. The article also points out 3 other details around recycling. 1, the problem is now. We cannot hope to recycle our way out of the current issue. While we can take steps to ensure we have more sustainability efforts in place moving forward, we need to address the problem now, and the New York State Attorney General is really calling for companies to be held responsible for the impact they've had up until this point. The second thing that the article calls out is that not all materials by PepsiCo are recyclable. And even those that they are, there's little to no education around where, when, and how to actually recycle these products. The third issue is that plastic materials can't be recycled over and over again like glass or plastic. So while Pepsi is encouraging users to recycle, this is not a long-term solution as most of their products are in plastic bottles. So what happens next? New York wants to hold PepsiCo accountable for their part in the current pollution situation. There's a call for PepsiCo to add warning labels to products, pay for damages, and change the way that they approach sustainability efforts externally after products have been sold to consumers. This lawsuit could change the way that lawmakers approach plastic pollution and the way that they hold organizations accountable for sustainability efforts or even lack thereof. So keep a close eye on this, and I'm sure it'll have an interesting outcome.